Hi everybody, I'm Betty Aslanis and with me is Poppy Kefalupu, and she is going to share with us an experience she has with the lifelike patches that has to do with her daughter Sofia. And Poppy, I don't want to say much because we don't have much time.
Okay, just
please tell us your experience with Sofia and the patching you have done for the last 3 years.
Okay. I discovered the patches 3 years ago. My daughter Sofia is 23 years old now. When she was 2 months old, she suffered a stroke as a result of the first vaccination. So I discovered the patches about 3 years ago when she was 20 years old. She's had a residual issue with the movement in her hand and in her leg, although she does lots of things. When we applied the patches for pain that she had in her right ankle, we had applied Ice Wave. We found that the next morning when she woke up, she had movement in her leg that we had never been able to attain, except a couple of times when we did Botox injections in her calf muscles. We found that she responds best with Ice Wave to unblock the movement instead of energy. Also, when she applied Eon at the back of her neck on GV14 for pain that she had in the back of her neck, it unblocked movements in her right hand that we had never seen, much finer movements in her fingers. And as a result of that, we were able to return to her occupational therapist and continue work with Splinty. But the big surprise came with the result of using the energy patches to the head, which we were using just generally.
They had the injury protocol.
Yes, the head injury protocol, just to maximize her recovery throughout her body. But the big surprise came because from 7 years old, Sofia was on anti-epileptic medication, and we had never been able to wean her off it because there was always abnormal activity on the EEG, indicating that if the medication was stopped, she was likely to have another seizure. And then last September, after a year of using the patches consistently to the head and then just doing a maintenance couple of times a week, her EEG was perfectly normal. The neurologist said this is a perfectly normal EEG. This would be the EEG we would get with anybody that we did the test on off the street, and that we can start weaning her to reduce the medication with a view to stopping it totally.
That's fantastic.
And we're just over the moon. No other therapies were done in between. From the ages of 7 to 23, we can't say that we can attribute the change in the EEG to any other factor.
Do you have all those medical records that in case somebody would like to take a look at them?
Yeah, of course I do.
That's great. So thank you so much, you and Sofia, for sharing this amazing results on her health. I'm so very proud of you and her, and I would like this to go out so everybody can hear it. And it's the good news that the new technology of LifeWave can offer to people.
Thank you, Betty, for bringing the patches to Greece.
Thank you, Poppy, for sharing, and my love to Sofia for sharing.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.